Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Well, Jim, pleasure to be here.
Larry, we're a day earlier than we usually chat, as we do every week, but you do have a news release that will be coming out later on. What's in it?
Okay, Jim, seeing as this will not be published, the interview will not be published until Friday evening. I'll talk a bit about that. Just before I get there, I just want to remind everybody that we're going to the Fully Charged convention in Austin, Texas. We'll be there all weekend, coming back on Sunday night. But what I'd like to point out is that it's oversold. You can't get a ticket to it. And so we're really excited about this because we're going to be in a venue that really recycling, electric vehicle recycling, just fits in like a glove. And so I'm happy to be attending that one. I think, we'll get some good following out of that. And the press release, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that have happened recently that are going to, again, put recycling front and center. And I'm talking about recycling lithium-ion batteries. And that couldn't be more exciting and germane to what we're doing. And the first thing is that the European Union has approved a 3.2 billion euro, 3.5 billion US in subsidies for 7 member countries. And those are Belgium, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, and Sweden. Now, that's a lot of money. And I'm looking forward to the day when the North American governments decide that maybe a alternative supply for precious metals that go into the recycling of batteries or into the EV batteries, that maybe recycling's got a role in it. Maybe they should be paying more attention to that. And more funding should be available to recycling companies for research and development, way beyond what is being spent now. When you look at the spending that's going on for manufacturing batteries, it's in the tens of billions. And I don't think the recycling area may have reached $100 million in the last few years. So that's like, developing a battery, but not looking at the end of the game when you have to dispose of that battery. And you have to do it in an environmentally friendly way. So that's what we've been striving for. We've got our patents, and most other companies out there really just have proprietary solutions, which we can't even compare the results of those solutions to our results. So everybody asks me, what about this company? What about that company? Sorry, can't say much about them because there's nothing in print out there. They don't have a patent filed that we can read, like ours are filed. And actually ours are basically, the patent is there for everybody to see. So there's no secret on that. But this is just one of the things that I can see. Hopefully the governments decide that maybe saving the environment should be at the top of their list instead of just all about other aspects of the global warming, and realize that this is a very important area that has to be addressed. Now, the second thing, China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology has just recently published new regulations to be effective January the 1st, that these batteries have to be recycled with a 98% recovery of nickel, cobalt, manganese, and an 85% recovery of lithium. We do know that mostly these batteries end up in smelters or dumps, and they're only getting probably about 60% of the cobalt in optimum conditions, and very little of the nickel or manganese. It all ends up in slag, and certainly none of the lithium, which is treated differently. And so again, that puts us in the front and center. That's something we've been working hard to develop and maintain. And I think this year is going to be the big payoff for all the hard work that's gone into it and the faith of the investors in this project, even though they are not seeing the kind of values that we'd hoped we'd see. But that is coming around the corner. To optimize that, I think we're coming into very strong markets. And strong markets help, good products, good earnings, those types of things. So we just need that to support us. And just to mention, we are got initial results from the recycling of the DOE batteries, and when those initial results are approved and supplied to us by Cometco, we'll be announcing those. We're moving ahead on trying to get Canadian help in grants, in the form of grants for our recycling process, as we have in the U.S., where we're supported in the collaboration for recycling lithium-ion batteries with the DOE and their labs like Critical Materials Institute. So that's my greatest thing is, let's get down to that show on the weekend. I like the resource show where there were good crowds. Now we see it's oversold, and on a show that's more germane to what we do, and I expect that we'll have a lot of interest at the booth.
Larry, for people new to American Manganese, what are you guys all about?
American Manganese is a critical metals company who has a good portfolio of patents, and cutting-edge patents. We have a patent for our manganese, which is really actually for manganese recoveries of very low-grade deposits. We have 2 patents for recycling lithium-ion batteries. The manganese patent was the cornerstone of that one. We are looking forward to an excellent year this year.
How can people get more information about American Manganese? How can they contact you, and where are you traded?
They can contact me by emailing me at LREAUGH@AMYNN.com. They can phone at 778-574-4444. And definitely go to the website, AmericanManganeseInc.com, and get an education on what we're doing.
Larry, thank you so much for the update, and have fun in Austin.
Well, it'll be fun just working the booth and listen to Zarko wow them.
My guest has been Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on January 30th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.